Alright guys, we're back with another episode of the Masochist series. Credit to Cimo and Hossman for inventing it, but first, would you like to make your Master Duel experience a whole lot better?
Are you ready to take your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Play experience to a new level? The Untap GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untap GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in-game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untap GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright guys, we just lost a coin flip. Our opponent seems to be going first. We've got a pretty decent hand. They're playing Dark Magician, which this is beatable for sure. So our hand's pretty good. We've got Broken Line, Paleozoic Dinomischus. This is a winnable game. This is a very winnable game. We've got an out to Eternal Soul. We've got an out to Dark Magical Circle. We've got Time Thief on board. Like, this is beyond a winnable game. Alright, they're going to activate Eye of Timaeus. They're going to summon it. They're probably going to fuse. Everything, like I said, everything right now is doable. It's very doable. Alright, they're going to fusion summon already. Anytime I see Timaeus, it's usually a pretty good thing for us, because Timaeus is such a minus card. And so, like, it's good, don't get me wrong, but it's so minus in so many ways. Because they have to send the Dark Magician, they have to send a card from hand, and then they fusion summon. So they're going to use it plus another card. So they're going to, like, you have to give up essentially 3 cards to get one fusion monster, which, I mean, by all means, I'm cool with that. And by the time they summon that one monster, we've got plenty of things that we can do. What's good is they didn't start with Rod, which means they probably aren't getting to, and they have another Dark Magician hand. This is what I mean, like, they just went -3 to summon one fusion monster, which is crazy. They're going to summon, yeah, the Dragon Knight, which counts as Dark Magician, and Graveyard here, and that's it. Okay, so that's very underwhelming, honestly. Okay, that's very underwhelming. We actually have, I can't believe I'm saying this, but we actually have access to Mech Knight Crusade Avermax already. We also have access to Boral Sword, but honestly, I realize this, but in most cases, Mech Knight Crusade Avermax is actually better than Boral Sword, in the majority of cases. So we're going to activate this. We're going to special summon this dude out. We'll summon it. Not that it matters, but we'll summon it here. And then we'll activate this just in case they have an Ash Blossom, because they don't have an Ash Blossom. That just tells us that they don't have Ash Blossom at all. So there's a bunch of stuff off the top of our deck. None of that matters anyway. And none of that matters. That was a very monster-heavy amount of cards. We're going to go Witch of the Black Forest, and then we get to special summon 2 monsters immediately out onto the board. And again, I think Crusade Avermax is probably better because Dark Magician is going to have a lot more trouble outing it than Boral Sword. And Boral Sword right now doesn't OTK them anyway. We can search a monster off of Witch of the Black Forest, which I don't even know what I would search. I mean, maybe Tiamat I search, but even then, the monster that I'm searching more than likely will just be discarded off of the Paleozoic anyway. So I don't even know what I'm going to search, to be 100% honest with you. Like I said, our Bori is usually the best search, but we can't because there's too much defense. We can go around Ryu and then get an extra monster, but again, I don't. What does that really help in this situation? It is a free summon, but it doesn't really help in this situation anyway. Yeah, I think we're probably just going to search Tiamat. I think that's probably best. But let's just start doing our thing here. We could also go Evil Swarm, return this to the extra deck. But like I said, Time Thief is just usually better than all of this stuff. So let's do it. So we're going to go 1 and 2. We'll go up here. It's crazy how much this Untap GG Companion actually really has helped quite a bit. We can search Barrier Statue on the follow-up and just kind of win. We can also do that. I think that wouldn't honestly even be a bad idea. We just normal summon the Barrier Statue next turn, and that's it. It's like checkmate. They're not beating us. I actually think I will search that. I don't think there's anything that's really much better than that. I think we'll go with that. We'll search the Barrier Statue out, and then we'll go again, we can go into Boral Sword right now, but like I said, it just doesn't... Like, I'm going to attack once, I'm going to gain attack, and then I don't have any more monsters. I guess if I searched that other dude, I could have done it. But that still wouldn't have been game anyway. So now we go... not that it matters, but we'll go these two. Actually, now that I'm doing the math in my head, that really could have been game. So we'll go these two. And then we'll go into Crusadia Avermax. Now we have a Crusadia Avermax with protection. Significant amount of protection. It can't be targeted. Next turn we have the barrier statue, and if we resolve that, obviously we just win. So we're getting an attack over this. We'll set Broken Line right down the middle column so that we can negate this if we need to. And then we've got Paleozoic Dino Miscus. Not that I want to activate it because I want to save the barrier statue, but if I need to, I will activate it. But I guess not overall, not bad. Like, barrier statue is like checkmate. Once we normal summon that next turn, it's over. So hopefully I don't have to use my Paleozoic Dino Miscus. But if I absolutely must, I will use it. But hopefully I don't have to use it. Alright, our opponent's going to discard Mahad, special summon Apprentice Illusion, and they're going to search a Dark Magician. I can negate that, and that actually wouldn't... I probably will negate that because it's hugely minus for them, so I will actually negate that effect. I'm going to go ahead and Broken Line. So they don't get whatever... They don't get a Dark Magician. They don't add a Dark Magician. This card's destroyed, and they lost Mahad. They lost all of that in one activation, essentially. So now they have one card in hand. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it can be Dino Miscus. And we win! Look at that! No barrier statue even needed. That was just really good. We just comboed off. We destroyed them. Alright, so here's what we got. Wow! Look at that shape snatch. That's cool. And then we've got 3 legacy tickets. Alright, here's what my opponent was playing. They were playing a 60 card deck. It really amazes me what anime players will do. And they still actually... You could argue that he didn't even really brick. He had Eye of Timaeus, he had Dark Magician in hand. The guy really didn't even brick. He's playing Magic Formula, one of the worst cards ever in this archetype. But yeah, no, still didn't manage to have an unplayable hand. Alright, let's open up a Master Pack. Let's see what we get out of here. Can't wait. I've been dying to open some more packs. We got a fake upgrade. Sometimes it does all this upgrading and the flashing. Let's just see what we get inside here. Let's see. Mathmech Division, I don't really think is too usable for us, but that's something. We need a bunch of different attributes, which, to be fair, last game we actually did have all this. We did have a wind, water, fire, earth. I think we did actually have this, and if we didn't, we had the potential to do it because we could have searched off of the Witch of the Black Forest. But the chances of us pulling that off are slim. Maybe in our normal monster deck, but I don't think it's even worth it. We've got what is that? Boogie Trap. Honestly, it's not like the worst card ever. And again, earlier in the series, I probably would have played that. Roland, another copy of Roland. It's not bad. Garbage Lord. We're going to self-decay, but this isn't bad. It's a free special summon that is level 5. It's not the worst card. It can be used for Exceed Summon of a Dark Monster, but also it can be used for Links, so that's pretty cool. Fire Formation, another Fire Formation card. Fusion Summon of Fire Formation, I don't think we have that. Patrol Ship, I don't think that we can really do anything with this. We don't have any Plunder Patrol stuff, so this is basically just 2500 defense. Yeah. We can detach a material and protect itself, but I don't know, it's worse than Time Thief. And then we've got Satellar Knight Denab, which is... I mean, it's a Satellar Knight card. It's not a bad card. This card is summoned. You can just search. So that's pretty cool. So we got 3 supers, none of which were glowing, which is crazy because, yeah, well, I don't know why they weren't glowing. But all 3 aren't really too usable for us. So Roland is cool that we have another copy of this. But obviously we don't have the Snake Eye stuff or a lot of the Infernoble Knight stuff. That's really good. But overall, I'd say, you know, I like having the opportunity to pull a bunch of stuff. So, and I did. Alright, let's open up these legacy tickets. Let's see what we get out of here. 4 legacy tickets. I don't know why it's 4. Did I forget to open one last episode or something like that? Or was there just 4 just now and I didn't see it? Let's see. Let's see. We've got XYZ Overdrive, which I've never seen, but that's cool. It's got the, what's the name? Draco Monster. Oh, this is interesting. If an XYZ monster on the field activates the fact by detaching materials, its controller can banish one card. Does that mean that I can activate, like, the trap effect of Time Thief and then just banish a card from my hand instead? Can I do that? Like, do I get to choose? I don't know. This is an odd. This is something I have to test in solo mode. If you guys know the ruling, tell me. But like, can I activate the trap? Like, can I say, okay, activate Time Thief trap effect? I guess I'd have to banish a trap card from my hand. Maybe this is definitely something I have to test, because it says banish one card from their hand face down, so it doesn't specify which card you need to banish. This is really interesting. I actually don't know this ruling, and it's cool. This is not really usable for our situation at all. It's actually not that great of a Predaplant card, and it's not really that good generically. Let's see what this is. We've got Bone Crusher. This card's really not that great. We've got a super rare, possibly Magician's Valkyria. Your opponent cannot target face-up spellcaster monsters for attack except this one. If we get 2 of these on board, we're doing something. But honestly, this really isn't even that bad for our spellcaster deck, because it forces our opponent to attack this. But our spellcaster deck has completely rerouted to the point where it's just a special summon rank 4 deck, and we don't really keep the spellcasters on board. So a long time ago, that would have been actually pretty cool, but now it's kind of not really usable for us, because we're just using the spellcaster special summon. This isn't really that great. Obviously Turtle Bird's not going to work. I got to look at the stats on Turtle Bird. There's always some goofy stats on some of these older cards. We would have that, and Needle Soldier. I don't think this is really usable for us. Yeah, it just gives piercing if it uses material, but it's only level 1, and it's not a tuner, so that's not going to work. This is a McDonald's card. Level 6, 1900 attack. I remember, yeah, this is at McDonald's. You imagine you go to McDonald's, you're a happy little kid, you get a Happy Meal, and you get this piece of crap. It's terrible. Alright, guys, we just won that coin flip, actually. Yeah, we won this one. We're playing against a YouTuber, but a Japanese YouTuber, so you can check them out. I don't even know what that says, but it's something YouTube. Our hand's not looking too bad. I think we've got Barrier Statue. There can only be one, and Royal Prison. If we want Barrier Statue, we have Barrier Statue. Then we have the Bestial Magnamut. I honestly don't even know what to really do with. I mean, I guess we can Small World probably into Barrier Statue is probably the best scenario here, because I don't think Small Worlding into it, or I could just save the Small World and save the Run Ryu. That's the other situation that I can do. I don't know what they're playing. They've got a bunch of Dragon Maid stuff, so I imagine probably Dragon Maid. And Dragon Maid is a pretty good deck, but it does lose to both of these cards, actually, which is nice. Honestly, I think we just save the Small World. I don't think there's anything that I can really... Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can really like... Barrier Statue, yeah, there's no point to even go into it, because then I have to go minus. And I might need the Small World later. So I'll just pass on this, honestly. This is good enough, like I said. Getting to the Barrier Statue wouldn't have been good enough. It really doesn't do anything. I also could have gotten to Fairy Tale Roka, and then I could have, on normal summon, she lets me add a card. Of course. Well, that's the game. Nothing we could do there. Yeah, it's over. I mean, honestly, Barrier Statue wouldn't have helped in this situation either. Yeah, I knew he was playing Dragon Maids. It's over. There's nothing we can do now. Now we just scoop it up. He's got full combo, and I've got a Bestial Magnamut. And Bestial Magnamut's good, but, I mean, it's pretty much over. Of course they get the Harpy's Feather. Alright, we just lost a coin flip. Our opponent's going first. We'll see what we're able to do here. We've got Kashtira, which is quite a deck. It's quite a deck. It's a deck I'm honestly tired of playing. Like, it's non-stop. I don't know why noobs love Kashtira. They just absolutely love it. I'll mix it with anything. But it's a deck I'm definitely... I've seen enough of this deck. I've definitely seen enough. He drew the Fenrir. We have the Forbidden Chalice, but right now Forbidden Chalice isn't doing it. I forgot to put the Witch of the Black Forest thing again. I was going to switch a card out. I totally forgot. I was going to switch out the Imduct for the card that searches off Witch of the Black Forest. I was supposed to do that. Because that'll get us to a link too. And this guy's kind of just going full combo now. Fortunately, Bestial Magnemite isn't too great against Kashtira because none of them are dark except for or light. I believe that other dude, light. One of them, the extra deck ones, is light or dark, but not any of the main deck ones. Where our opponent's just kind of going off. They drew like the best possible hand that they could like draw. They have all the attributes on board. They hard opened Kashtira Fenrir. They opened everything. This is like incredible. They even have preparations. Usually they don't even get that far where they get preparations. It's like something to search on turn 2. They got everything. Alright, they're going into the Shangri-La. Another non-light or dark. And then they're probably going to go into the other dude with that. Alright, that's it. End phase. Okay. So, this is what they ended on. Messenger of Peace. Okay. I guess... I don't even know what to say. Special summon a Kashtira card. And nothing I could do about that. I think we just set Witch of the Black Forest, activate Messenger of Peace, Grand Horn of Heaven, Forbidden Chalice, and we just pass. There's not much we can honestly do. He's got a lot going on here that's really good for him. The good thing about Kashtira is it never really feels hopeless because the deck is like kind of moronic. It's like, I'm not even gonna Forbidden Chalice that. He can summon whatever he wants. Like, the deck is just always one Lightning Vortex away from losing. Like, if we activate Lightning Vortex, he, like, chains Unicorn, maybe, and that's it. And then he just loses his board. Like, the deck is just... It's kind of incredible how underwhelming this deck can be sometimes. Alright, we're going to activate Messenger of Peace. He's going to be able to use Unicorn on Resolution. Or I guess he doesn't. I think it's a monster effect. And then we're going to set some cards... And we're just going to pass, honestly. This is it. And we just pass on this, and we just end. There's nothing else that we can really do. We do have Witch of the Black Forest, which is cool, but, I mean, for the most part, we're pretty much done here. And then we have the out to, we have the out to when he summons the Xseed monster from the extra deck. We have the out to that. So if he summons that, Tryheart, I believe, but... He can summon another Kashtira. Every turn he could summon. That's why I didn't even bother to negate it, because he could do it every single turn. So it doesn't even matter. Negating it does virtually nothing. Messenger of Peace is pretty crazy for us, because we can just... All his monsters are 1500 or more attack. Like, even this guy's 1500 or more. They're all 1500 or more attack. So until we have something that threatens this, we're pretty golden here. So we'll see where he's going next with this. Alright, so he's going to banish some cards off the top of our deck. That's fine. That becomes level 7. They banished the Lightning Vortex. That's our out to this board. Unfortunately, that is our out. I don't really know what else can really out this board. They're all different types, so I guess there can only be one would clear a lot out. Clear 4 monsters out, so I think there can only be one would be quite good. It's if we draw it. And then what else can really do a lot of damage here? Dimensional Fissure doesn't do much. He's going to go into a Link 4, but I have Grand Horn of Heaven, so whatever he summons, oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. He just threw all that away. He just threw all that away to lose it all to a Grand Horn of Heaven. Awesome. I don't even need to negate that, if I'm being honest with you. I just love the fact that he just got rid of 5 monsters for me. I didn't have a better card than that. He's going to look at opponent's hand and banish 1 card face down. So, in our hand, we have Bestial Magnemite, so I'm going to go ahead and activate Bestial Magnemite now. Because otherwise he's going to banish it face down, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Because why not, right? He's going to activate, special summon 1 of the Kashtira monsters back. I don't really have a reason to negate that. And then we're going to special summon out this dude right here, just so it's in the same column as his cards, just in case. And we get to search off the Bestial Magnemite. That's really good. He's going to get rid of the Lina. Sucks, but nothing we can do about that. And we're going to activate the Magnemite. He's probably going to change something. That's pretty good for us. It's going to go to battle phase. It's pointless. Oh, actually, it's not pointless. He has 0 attack. Fuck. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and Forbidden Chalice one of them. I'm going to Forbidden Chalice this one. And then he won't be able to attack in defense anymore. So we're going to lose the Bestial Magnamut. Nothing we can do now. And then the other one won't be able to attack. That's crazy with the 0 attack monsters. 2600 defense. Wow, he has the out. What can you do? Yeah, he has the out. But we're going to be able to get rid of at least one of them. But it doesn't matter if we get rid of one of them because he's got this thing, which is really annoying. The preparations. Preparations every single turn can just special summon a Kashtira monster. He's going to put Fenrir back on board. So now our monster effects are negated. Or not negated, but you know, you can banish once we activate a monster effect. Alright, so our opponent just Harpy's Feather Dustered us. They have the Fenrir at 39. They've got Shangri-La. I think it's safe to wrap this one up. I don't think we're searching Tiamaton, but if they haven't banished it yet. Yeah, we're searching Tiamaton. I don't even know what that really does because he can just use Fenrir anyway. I guess we search, but I think it's pretty much wrapped up here. I don't think there's much else that we can do. Is that permanent too? He has an attack boost permanent on the Fenrir. I think this duel's wrapped up here. So he's going to go ahead and summon another one off of the Shangri-La. I don't think off of these 3 monsters I don't know what we can really summon here off of these 3 monsters. We can go into... They do have a non-targeting banish from the extra deck, so we can go into what's his name. But I don't really know if that's enough. Yeah, we have a route to... we have the route to... What's his name? The main dude. We have a route, I believe, to Crusade Avermax, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. For some reason, actually, I know why. I know why. Now, the way the cards worked out, we actually don't have any cards in the same column, so we would have to summon something, and then he can use Fenrir to banish it. So that would kind of ruin it for us. So I kind of have to summon this. Now I can activate this. He's going to unfortunately be able to banish. So we're going to activate it to destroy this column. He can chain Fenrir to banish one of our monsters. I think that will probably wrap it up for us. Hopefully he banishes Tiamaton. Hopefully. Because Tiamaton will still resolve, but hopefully he banishes him because, yeah, it's fine. Okay, so now I can still go into Hida and steal a monster from his graveyard. But now he's got other effects that he can activate, yeah, like this. Take one of our unused zones so he can confiscate it. And I actually probably needed that zone, but I'll try. Like I said, I'm trying my very best. I'm gonna go into Hida. No, it's thank God we have at least one zone for Hida. So even when we summon this, we're gonna have one zone. And now we're going to search out another free special summon, which is the Archfiend. Because we do have a spellcaster. We can activate Hida to take a monster out of his graveyard. We're going to take... Not that it really matters. I mean, this is an extra deck monster. But not that it really matters. But we'll take this. Summon that over here. And then we'll special summon out Nefarious Archfiend. Now we go into... We can go into Boral Sword, but again, he doesn't end this game right now at all. So I think we go into... He has no. The problem with Boral Sword is he has no protection. He's good for ending games, but he doesn't protect himself in any way. Whereas Mr. Mech Knight Crusade Avermax at least protects himself, and he shovels a card away when he dies, which is kind of cool. And I need to get rid of Fenrir, but Fenrir doesn't. It's not like Fenrir targets anyway. So we go to battle phase, we attack over this. He's going to be able to activate both of those. Activate this. Oh, but he negates our effect anyway, so we lose. Yeah, we were going to lose regardless. I can activate that, but I mean, what's the point? Yeah, that sucks. We just... He had too much. I probably should have... I should have left earlier. Sometimes I don't know why I don't leave earlier. That was just kind of... The hand that he opened was insane. Alright. we just won the coin flip. Our hand's, I'd say, pretty solid. We have 2 dead cards in our hand, and then we've got 3 pretty decent cards, I'd say. So our hand's like half dead, which sucks for us, but what can you do, right? I think I'm just gonna set 3 pass. Hope they don't have Harpy's Feather Duster again. That's our best bet with this deck. I could have set Tin Goldfish, but I'd rather have the discard for Paleozoic Dinomyscus. We've got cracked. We have 2 monster steals, conditional, of course, and then a non-conditional and conditional monster steal. The Paleozoic Dinomyscus. Depends what he's playing, but I mean it's a possible. This duel is definitely play. He's playing a 50 card deck. It's a lot of odd stuff going on. We'll see what he's actually playing. Activate Trade In. Could be Blue Eyes, could be Galaxy Eyes. Galaxy Eyes. We'll see. I don't really know what to interrupt with this deck, but I'm sure I'll figure out what to interrupt. Plus we have a monster steal, and he's going to end phase. Wonderful. Nothing beats your opponent breaking. Royal Prison's, I'd say, pretty good against this deck. We still don't have a monster to go into. But we have more floodgates than anyone can ever imagine. Do we even bother doing the 800 damage? Like, is the 800 damage even worth it? Like, is it? I mean, I guess we might bait him into attacking if we have a weak monster. So yeah, we'll do some damage. We'll do some damage. Why not? 800 damage. Watch him have evenly matched. I'm gonna be so mad. He's got a card that he can activate. Oh, he's gonna Galaxy. He's gonna do that. All right, so I guess we baited him into using this. Then he gets the search, which sucks for us. Yeah, so he's going to end the battle phase. But he's skipping his next battle phase. That's fine. So now we go into prison. Actually, we can actually use Crackdown and then go into Time Thief with his monster. If this card is sent to the graveyard, so we just can't detach it. But yeah, we're going to go into Time Thief off of his monster. That's what we'll do. Since he ended our battle phase. He's taken his battle phase, so now we go into Time Thief off of his monster. We'll do that. Thank you for giving us a level 4. That really helps a lot. We'll summon that right here. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. So we'll summon that there, and we'll just pass on that. And we just got to make sure not to detach this dude, because he gets to search if we detach that dude. So we got to make sure not to detach it. Hopefully we get a trap card or something off the top of his deck. Royal Prison's pretty good against this deck. So is Memories of an Adversary. Well, Memories of an Adversary's whatever. Paleozoic Dinomyscus is good against everybody, depending on what you hit. So we're going to go ahead and use this. See what we can grab. We got a monster. We get Photon Orbital, which it doesn't matter if we put this in his graveyard. See, the other Photon, it matters. We don't want to put this in his graveyard, but he doesn't actually have a battle phase right now. Because he skipped his next battle phase because of the Photon Jumper. And then Memories of an Adversary, he's going to end phase. Wonderful. We don't want to detach anything. We got to get some monsters in here. Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're definitely going to Time Thief. Hopefully we get a spell card. That would be awesome. He's got activations. We get another Monsters Maxi. Useless against this Prior, so it doesn't matter. Activating this for sure. Trying to get something off the top. This card's really good in a Masochist deck because no matter what, we're getting something off the top of our deck. It doesn't matter what our opponent picks, even if they think it's a brick, even if they think it's a bad card. It doesn't matter what they give us because it's a +1. It's one of the only cards in our deck that is legitimately a +1. If I could play 3 of this card, I would. It's better than the Familiar Possessed cards because it actually has an effect that gets us a +1, even if they pick the worst possible card. Like if we look at the top of our deck, like it really doesn't matter what they give us. Any one of these, like perfect example, right? We just paid 500 life points to get a Forbidden Chalice. I would do that all day long. Yeah, this card's been like really good. I wish I drew it more often. So we're going to go to battle phase. We're going to attack a few times. I don't want to do this. I can send it to the graveyard before damage calculations. Save myself some life points, for example, if they're attacking with like a big monster or something. But not right now. That's not helping us. So we're just going to attack twice. And we have a ton of interruptions. The only thing that can really beat us right now is a Harpy's Feather Duster. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Harpy's Feather Duster can beat us. We have game on board next turn. if we use Forbidden Chalice. So if they have another end phase pass turn, then we have game on board here. So we'll see what they do, but we definitely have game on board if we need it. We're going to grab a card. It's a spell card. Awesome. It's Triple Tactics Talents, which he can actually activate. I mean, that's what might be in his hand, too. End phase. I'll take it. I'll take it. I guess that's game on board if we use the Forbidden Chalice, which our opponent gave us. So they're going to have to discard. They can also use the Photon Jumper in order to negate our attack, but it's something we're going to have to deal with when we get to it. Alright, they're going to discard another Galaxy Afterglow. This guy must have really bricked badly. We're going to activate Time Thief. I should have activated the draw effect of Time Thief in the end phase, but whatever. We're going to trap card. We have all three underneath. That's phenomenal. I'm just going to special summon Outrun Ryu. And can I go into like a... I don't have any monster negates, but... Alright, we should go to battle phase and hopefully we just win this. It doesn't matter. It just depends on if he has got that Photon monster in hand. If he's got that Photon monster, we don't win. If we do, then we win. I mean, like, it's 1850 exactly. We'll see if we win this one. Yeah, we won. Wow, okay. He must have really bricked. This is the first time an anime duelist actually bricked against us. It's incredible. Either that or they were just throwing the game on purpose. If they were throwing, though, they wouldn't have activated the card to negate the attack. All right. Two cards, neither of which are really useful. We've got this guy already, Dark Soldier, and this attacks directly, but no legacy tickets. All right, let's crack open a master pack. Let's see what we get. Seems to be glowing. Last time it wasn't glowing. We got 3 super rares. This time it's glowing. Might not be any super rares. That's not a bad card. This is our second time pulling. It's really not a bad card. It's just it would have helped us that game when we lost to Harvey's Feather Duster. We've got a super hiding underneath. Not a bad card. Just don't have the cards to really use with this. Obviously, Marksman's a good card, though. Vylon Soldier, not really happening. The Firestorm Vassal, it's a free special summon, which is... that's not bad. I mean, if it's tributed for a tribute summon, we can look at our opponent's card, banish 1 card. Maybe in our fire control deck, it's really not bad because we played True Dracos and stuff. I haven't updated that deck in such a long time, but last time I tried to play it, just didn't work out. Because we just need more True Draco stuff. Silent Swordsman level 5 is obviously not really usable. Naturia Blessing, not really usable. We don't have enough Naturia stuff. You can fusion summon one from your extra deck using a Naturia monster. It's pretty crazy. Not going to happen. And Judgment of the Branded would be good, but we don't have a level 8. I was just reading this. I was reading Branded cards yesterday. I was reading this one. This one's actually decent. But we don't have, what's it called? We don't have any level 8 or higher fusion monster. It would be cool if we could resolve this, because you could destroy all cards with attack equal or higher. Then that monster is pretty cool. So if we get a really weak level 8 monster that is a fusion, we could pop a lot of things. But other than Magic Drain, I don't see anything usable. I don't know why every single episode we pull like all of this hidden arsenal bulk. Every episode we pull like Vylons, Gen X. It's like we're just stuck in this dual terminal era. Naturia, every episode. Alright, so we just lost a coin flip. Our opponent's going first. We'll see what they're playing. Our hand's pretty good. I got Roka again. Or Rochka. We got her again. She's a pretty good card, honestly. Like I said, one of our only +1s. Our opponent's setting a monster. This is already looking good. Alright, that's... Like I said, it's already looking good. Our opponent set a card. We have what's his name on board. We have a lot on board. We have a lot. We can go into his monster, his sleeves, the Mech Knight Crusade Abramax. We can actually go into that. Alright, this has an effect on normal summon only. Tin Goldfish can special summon it out. I think I'll save the Tin Goldfish because I'd rather get the free card. And then I've got the... Actually, I can go into Crusade Abramax only if I use the Tin Goldfish. If I don't, then I can't. Yeah. So do I want the free card? Honestly, I probably want the free card. I can get Crusade Abramax protected by these two, or Rochka. Or you could just negate this with like an effect Veiler, and then I'm screwed anyway. But I think I'll go with this play just because I think it's a smarter play. So we'll activate this. And if he has effect, he has it, he has it. What can I do? Maxi, even worse. We should just go with our heart. This sucks for us. I really hate Maxi. I really, really hate Maxi. I hate it more every day. I hate it more every day. I really don't think it should exist. Now we attack. We see what they're playing. Tri Brigade. No, this is branded. Whatever. I hate Maxi every single day more than the last. Bestial Magnamon. I bet you drew that 100% off of that. And there's nothing I can do. I should be going into other stuff, but I'm not because of Maxi. I can't stand that card. And he's going to be able to search, and he's going to be able to search again. I just killed everything for us. I just killed all the happiness in my heart. I really cannot stand Maxi. And I can't even, like, as little as my deck does, I can't even go into a Time Thief Redoer, because if I go into a Time Thief Redoer, he draws more cards. Replay attack? No, don't want to replay the attack. Main phase 2. Again, do I go into Time Thief? I mean, I kind of have to go into something. Otherwise, I just have these two bums standing around here. So, I mean, I might as well give him the extra card. And do something. As much as that sucks, but... no, I give him even more. I really can't stand Maxi. I'm going to set this here so that I can pop this column if I need to. And we'll just pass on this. And he's going to be able to search probably Lubellion. And he's going to be able to get to everything else. He's playing, what, 60 cards? Yeah, he's probably playing 60 card branded. He's going to search the Dragon Fusion dude. I forget his name. They use him in the 60 card build. Yeah, Keeper of Dragon Magic. He can add Polymerization or a Fusion card, which can be, what's his name? It can add a Fusion card, which means it can add branded Fusion. We're going to grab a card. We get a spell. It's not bad. It's branded in white, which does have a graveyard effect. But I don't think it's going to work. Triple Tactics Thrust, because I activated my Time Thief. I wonder what he's going to get. He's going to grab Branded Fusion, unsurprisingly. The other search spell for Branded Fusion. I don't have Ash in this deck, so it just kind of resolves. Nothing we can do there. He gets it off. Alright, he's going to send those two. Fallen of Albaz plus the Searing to make Searing Dragon. Obviously, you can activate. You can shuffle back things. Not much I can really do. I can steal this, and that's probably the best thing that I can do because that keeps him from getting onto Mirror Jade. But he can just go into the other thing anyway. The light one, or the dark monster anyway. He's going to discard. And he's going to search also. The smartest thing for me to do, honestly, would be to activate Crackdown, take this, and then keep him off of Mirror Jade. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That's the smartest thing that I can do, and that forces him to use... yeah, it forces him to use something else to get into Mirror Jade. And if he does shuffle back, but then he can just use... what's his name anyway? He can go into the light one if he wants to. So now the fusion resolves. I don't believe that he can use the monster because it's over here now. But he can shuffle back like Fallen of Albaz and something else. Alright, so he shuffled back too. He's going to summon the Rimbrum, which does actually suck for us. He can quick effect return a monster. He can yeah, so our Time Thief is basically cooked right now. But we do have Memories of an Adversary, so if he attacks, we do get to take his monster. He's going to activate Fallen of Albaz. So, I mean, we have no choice. We have no choice. We can pop this column at the very least. We can do that. I mean, that's it. I can pop that column while I still have a monster here. I can pop this column because he's going to not have a monster there soon. Time Thief is as good as gone because of this. So I'm going to activate Time Thief. Because I'm losing Time Thief no matter what. He can fuse with my Time Thief. He's going to activate Rimbrum in response. Guess I can activate this to pop this column. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I have the Memories of an Adversary for the Mirror Jade if I need to use it. So I'm going to summon this out right here. He's going to be able to negate and return a monster. Hopefully he returns the Tiamat. That would be awesome, actually. No, he's going to return that. Tiamat will... Actually, it won't work because of the... Fallen of Albaz will allow it to fuse with Tiamat. But he can fuse with Lubellion. It would be smart to fuse with Lubellion, yeah. Like, so he's going to make Albion a branded dragon. And this will activate popping this column. But he can protect... He's probably got some kind of protection. He's going to activate this. That's fine. He's going to be able to fusion summon. So now if this is in the graveyard and this is in the graveyard, he can go into stuff. But he's going to go those two to make the Mirror Jade. That's crazy that like midway through he still gets to do that effect. He's going to activate. Nothing I can really do about this. He's going to banish our Iron Dragon. We put up a fight, but I mean, this is 60 card brand. This is second best deck in the game. We're going to use Memories of an Adversary. Take this dude. So, and we don't destroy him, which is kind of cool too. Can this attack? I think this can attack. And the other one can't attack. Oh, he can activate this effect? Alright, that's funny, even though we don't have any monsters. So he's going to be able to activate the Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade's obviously gone. Next turn we get his Mirror Jade. We're down to one card. It is a +1, which is nice, but he's got us in card advantage here. And he's gonna get the banishment, branded banishment. All right, so our turn. Let's see what we do. Photon Thrasher and Roka. We can go into Time Thief again. That's something we can do. So we don't have Tiamat, so we don't have to worry about columns. So we'll summon this way over here. Branded Banishment is so annoying because he's going to be able to fuse with our monsters. Yeah, target one Despia monster or level 8 higher fusion monster special summon it. So I guess he can... Is that a banished or any kind? Lubellion is going to summon that back. And then he can fuse with our monster. But I mean, we have to bait it out anyway. There's nothing we can really do. He's going to fuse on his field. He's going to go into Drecatus Stapelia, which is a monster negate. I'm going to summon out the Roka, activate Roka's effect, or Rocha. He's going to Ash the Rochka. There's never been a better Ash than Rochka. And then I guess we can go into a rank 4. I guess we go into Time Thief, but I don't even know what that really accomplishes if we're being honest. We can go into Time Thief. That's about it. I mean, we can go into this, but he can negate it. Time Thief it is. Time Thief is usually the best opportunity that we have to do stuff. Go into Time Thief, and I think we just pass. Nothing else we can do. We get a Mirror Jade next turn. That's cool. You can activate this to place a Predaplant counter. We don't have much of a choice. We have to activate this, otherwise he does nothing. Detach. And, yeah. Problem is, this is every turn. So, next turn you can just activate that effect again. I just realized how low our life points are. Our life points are like outrageously low. We're at 2,500. So we would have to survive to this end phase to get Albion. So this gets a Predaplant counter on it. Becomes a level 1 monster that has its effects negated. It's over. Well, not really a level 1 monster because they never had a level to begin with, so it's still a rank 4. But I mean, it's branded. He's going to have other plays. Alright, they're going to activate Branded and High Spirits. Honestly, this game is pretty much done. If they can summon any monster with 2,500 attack, which every branded monster from the extra deck is 2,500 or more attack, we basically lose this duel if he could just summon one more monster. And, like, if he searches any Bestial, we just lose. So, in reality, this game's over. There's nothing we can really do. Any Bestial whatsoever just ends the game. Alright, so this is our hand. It's honestly not looking too bad. We've got Nahata and we've got the Roka. So I think I'm going to special summon the Nahata, and then I'm going to normal summon out the Roka. And yeah, there's no need to even do the Goblinberg play. I'll just normal summon out the Roka, activate the effect. On summon, why not? This card is honestly, like, it really is pretty good. It's a +1 on summon. It can help us get. Doesn't really matter what it helps us get to, because literally every card in our deck is useful to us, and a completely confusing experience to our opponent. They have no idea what they're looking at. They're like, they just pull stuff off the top of the deck. I don't even know what they're seeing. They saw Photon Thrasher. Like, everything is just a confusing mess to them anyway. So, I don't know what else they saw. It's crazy that our opponent sees the top 3 cards of our deck, but we don't. Isn't that kind of crazy? We're going to go into Time Thief, and then we've got 2 floodgates and a crack. We've got a floodgate and a crackdown. So we have some decent stuff going on here. So overall, our hand's not too rough. We'll just go with what we have, and we'll pass here. I think it should be good. They're playing some kind of a deck. I have 14 cards in the extra deck. Uh-oh, here we go. This might be good. He's got the boxing gloves, 14 cards in the extra deck. Why not 15? Nobody knows. We're going to activate Time Thief Redoer. Let's see what we grab off the top. Get some trap. Wow. And they're playing Galaxy Eyes. There is no excuse to be playing 14 cards in the extra deck in a Galaxy Eyes deck. There's no excuse whatsoever. I don't want to hear it. Every time I play that deck, I'm looking for cards. I'm like, oh, I really need more cards here. I'm looking for more cards. This card's actually really good. Send one Photon or Galaxy card. This card really is kind of good. He can look at our extra deck. Honestly, it's not that important. He's going to send one. He's going to look at our extra deck later on if he summons a Galaxy. Yeah, that's fine. There's more important. There's bigger fish to fry. We don't have to worry about that. There is no excuse to play 14 cards in the extra deck in Galaxy Eyes. Every time I build that deck, I'm always like, damn, which one do I need to cut? This guy not only cut, he's like, they're not good. I'm not even playing 15. They're not even good. There's not 15 good enough Galaxy cards for him to play. Alright, he's going to send Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon to the graveyard. Odd choice, but okay. Monster Reborn. Take it. Okay, I guess that's happening. That is happening. He's got the 100 Galaxy. I could always put this on the top of his deck, or take it with. Yeah, that's fine. He can banish a card from my extra deck. It's not that serious. Actually, he can special summon a number monster. Do we have any? Whatever he summons, I can take with Crackdown, so that's good. I actually don't have any number monsters. I cut them all. Good. Yeah, he's going to banish one. Whatever. It's like, I don't know which one he's even going to banish. Hopefully he's stupid and he just banishes like Artifact Dagda. But we'll see. I keep forgetting to replace the this guy with the Magistus monster. I keep forgetting to do that. I got to remember that. Cyber/Harpy. You saw the Royal Rare. He's like, it's got to be good. Alright, he's going to special summon out the, who is this guy? Photon Advancer. I think now would be a good time to activate there can only be one. He's got a warrior, he's got a dragon. They mostly play warriors and dragons, so I'm going to go ahead and flip this. So now he can't link, more than likely, and can't do other stuff, more than likely. And if he tries to attack, we can always just take his monster. Alright, he's going to go to the battle phase. Alright, I can use the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon to put this on top of his deck and then take it next turn. I could do that. But I think I want to save that, so I think... Actually, I'm not... I kind of want to get his level 4, too. Because then I can do stuff with his level 4. I can overlay with his level 4. So I could probably... I'll probably just use Time Thief and then put this underneath. I'll put that on top of his deck and then eventually put it underneath my Time Thief. So I'll activate that during the damage step. Of course we're in the damage step because I tried to do that, but it wouldn't let me. Alright, so he's going to banish our monsters. That really sucks because I tried to do it before he even entered the battle phase because I knew this card's effect, and it just automatically is like battle phase attack. It's I don't understand. When you don't click on and you just have it on auto, like the game just it doesn't give you an opportunity to do anything. It's actually kind of infuriating. So I guess we're going to lose our Time Thief and we're going to lose its materials. And he's going to come back with a super powered monster. I mean, like I said, that just really, really sucks. It just, the game does not allow you to... Like, if you have it on auto, the game just absolutely will not allow you to respond whatsoever to anything. It's like, they go to battle phase and they're already attacking, they're already in the battle step. How did that happen all in that small space of time? I can steal his monster, but... I don't know what that really helps, so I'll steal it during my turn if I need to. We'll draw, we'll see what we get. Dino Miscus isn't bad. We'll use Time Thief to grab something underneath his deck or on top of his deck. I didn't even get to use the trap effect of the Time Thief either. It just totally sucks. Alright. So we can use Goblinberg for sure. We're going to summon out the Photon Thrasher. Guess not. Can't be normal summoner set. That's fine. Then we can go into something. We can go into a rank 4 by taking his monster, or we can just move this out of the way and start attacking. We can also do that. Actually, we can't go start attacking because this is a warrior and this is a warrior, so we can move this out of the way, the Galaxy Eyes Dragon. Yeah, I think our best bet is to move that Galaxy Eyes Dragon out of the way, so we're gonna use this, take this monster, and yeah, so I don't think we even need to special summon anything. We could go into a Link 2, but like for what though? I don't see a point to go into a Link 2, plus we'll just leave that. So we'll go straight to battle phase, attack over this. We'll attack directly, and we do have, like I said, we're in good shape because there can only be one is actually like kind of good against. Yeah, you can do that. That's fine. This is a warrior, so he's just clogging what he can do and can't do. Main phase 2. We're already in main phase 2. We'll just set Dino Miscus and pass. And nothing else really to do. We have his Galaxy Eyes forever. At least that's good. We'll activate this. We literally had the best possible card. We had a trap card and we just like squandered it. We've got Saga of the Dragon Emperor, the new card. This is a UR. It's a pretty decent card. He's got Galaxy Soldier, which is a machine. That's fine. That's completely fine. He's going to add another Galaxy card. It's again pretty fine. They have to find some kind of a middle ground where if you have it on auto, when you have it on auto, sometimes like a person go from battle phase to attacking to already like battling with you all in one like felt swoop. And then if you leave it on auto, it's like if they breathe, you have to like, you want to activate your card? Do you want to activate your card? But it's a bit annoying. Let's see. I don't think they can even summon that. I think that's a warrior, right? Galaxy was a spellcaster. Oh, would have seen that coming. Now the good thing, I'm going to put on the chaining on. This card is, what is it called? An ignition effect, so you have to activate it on the field. So I can actually Dino Miscus before you can activate it, so at least that's good. But then again, Dino Miscus I probably just want to save for something in the future. Alright, he's going to summon Galaxy Wizard. He can increase his levels by 4. He can tribute it. He can tribute this card, add a Galaxy card. This is actually a pretty decent card to Paleozoic Dino Miscus, but we could just save that for the next thing because it's not. This deck doesn't have any trap negates, so I'm actually comfortable with him tributing to do it. It doesn't have any trap negates whatsoever. The only trap negate it has, ironically, is actually this card right here. Yeah, monster, spell, or trap card. So this card's pretty cool because it negates everything in the chain. It's always been kind of a cool card, but Galaxy Wizard can search. I guess a dragon if they need to, but if they go into a rank play of any kind, we've got the Dino Miscus. Right now he's got a little bit of a weird situation. He's got a level 4, he's got a level 4, so you can go into a rank 4. He can increase its level by 8. I don't know what that does in this situation. Pay 2,000 life with target 1 photon. Okay, so that card we can probably banish. So we'll put chaining on. Yeah, we'll put chaining on, and we'll probably banish the card that he'll summon from this effect. Galaxy monster from his deck with the same level. Okay, so you can summon 2. Actually, we're kind of screwed with that. There can only be 1's going to make him send 1. He can't even, like... Actually, he can take another card from our action. I guess whatever. This is everything that this deck has, right? This is everything that this deck has. They have dragons. They have spellcasters. They have warriors, and they have machines. I don't think that this deck has anything else in the extra deck. And if they summon something else from the extra deck, well, then we have the Paleozoic Dino Miscus. He's going to banish Boral Sword. That's fine. That's fine. We lost Boral Sword. He's got 1 attack position monster. And we lost Boral Sword. Boral Swords obviously can be a game ender, but not right now. I haven't gone into Boral Sword yet because in our situations, it's been better to make Crusade Avermax so far. He's going to tribute that. That's fine. He's going to search a Galaxy card. And again, most of the extra deck cards are not spellcasters. So right now he's still kind of locked, which is good for us. He just searched Hyper Galaxy. And he's going to go to end phase. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to activate Time Thief Redoer's effect, the spell effect, to draw. I'm not going to use the other effect. And I'm going to leave that other effect. We're going to draw Familiar Possessed. I'll save this in hand. I think there's a later opportunity for us to use that. Fire Barrier Statue would wrap up this duel, actually. We're going to activate Time Thief Redoer. And we're going to take a spell. Spell's pretty good, but I don't feel the need to activate it yet. I'm going to summon this, and this will probably wrap up the duel here, actually, because now he can't summon anything. So that effect, the Hyper Galaxy that he searched, doesn't do anything. Now we just go to Battle Phase. I think we go to Battle Phase. We start wiping things out. Now we don't have an out to this, but we can banish it with Paleozoic Dinomyscus, so we are still somewhat good here. We're going to attack with this. And then we're going to attack. He's going to search. That's fine. Most of his summons are like special summons, so it's fine. This we're probably going to have to banish. Yeah, we're probably going to have to banish this card for sure. Like I said, anything he searches, a lot of Galaxy card, like Galaxy and even Photon cards, they are normal summons. They're special summons, so he'll have to figure something out to get rid of this barrier statue. You're going to search the Galaxy Eternal, which I'll give a quick read. Yeah, it's another special summon. They don't have any fire monsters, so it's essentially not going to happen. I'm going to attack over this. And then I'm going to probably flip the Dinomyscus up. And I'm going to target this card, the Afterglow. I'm going to banish it. Thrasher's not doing anything, honestly, right now for us. And then we can attack directly with what we have left. That's pretty cool. We cleared that board out. We put them in a really bad situation. We're going to activate Time Thief, get rid of the spell card in order to draw a card. See if we can get another decent trap card. It's pretty decent. We're going to set this in this column so that if he activates it, we get to destroy it. And I think we just pass on this. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I should have just made a Hida with the Goblinberg and the Galaxy Photon Dragon. I should have just done that. I just realized that, but I guess keeping Galaxy as Photon Dragon out of his graveyard is probably good. But he's already got one, so I probably should have just done that. We're going to take a spell card again. We got another spell card. This is actually a card we have, the Chaos Draw. It's just such a crazy card to resolve. It's a crazy card. I don't think we would ever resolve it. It is kind of crazy that if you draw for your normal draw, reveal it, and then activate one of those effects, you can special summon 2 monsters from their deck. I mean, that effect's crazy, but you have to draw for your normal draw phase. Otherwise, it's just a completely dead card in your hand. They're going to end phase. Why not? We're going to activate this. Detaching this card to draw another card. Our best draw engine in our deck. Oh, man. Yeah, I think this duel's over. There's nothing that he can really do here. That's not bad. Dragoody's is pretty good for Barrier Statue if we need to get over anything. But, I mean, I think this duel's wrapped up. We get a Trap Card Monster. And if we detach that monster, we are in not so great shape. So let's go. We can go Hito or we can go this. But I mean, Hito's pretty awesome. So, and I never really get to go into it. Oh, cancel. Never mind, I guess. Oh, yeah, it has to be a fire monster. True. So we're going to summon out the Familiar Possessed. We're going to special summon the Sue Ship. Why not? Just because I'm going to be honest with you, I kind of got to do some dailies. So we're going to do Sue Ship here. And why not? Pendulum scale this out just in case we need to. And we go to battle phase. I think that should be good. What do we have underneath a monster? Yep. So let's go to battle phase. That should be more than enough for game. Awesome. Awesome. That all worked out very well for us. Even though, like I said, there was a little bit of a mix-up there. That actually did work out for us. We won that one. We get to open a pack, possibly some packs. Last time we didn't get to open multiple. But we get to move on here. Great. Alright, so we've got 2 legacy tickets and another copy of Tangyo. Alright, so this is what our opponent was playing. It's just a pile of random nonsense. Why there's not 15 cards in here, I don't know. Why there's 2 copies of this dude, I don't know. Why he doesn't have some of the newer cards, I really don't know. There's a lot of questions here. I don't. There's more questions than answers if we're being totally honest. 3 Galaxy Soldiers and no Cyber Dragon package. Crazy. All right, let's hope we pull something crazy because we definitely need something crazy. We've been getting Floodgate and Pendulum cards since day 1, and it doesn't seem to stop. This is a junk or synchron. What is it called? Like field spell. I don't think it's going to really work for us. We have this card already. We have that. I didn't even know we had that. We have this card already. Watt Mole. We don't have enough to play Watts. The new Watt support's okay, but I don't think it's enough to really do anything. Sarctic. Monster Reborn. It's like Sarctic Monster Reborn. And then Fire Fermentation, Tensen, and Mythical Bestiary, which is, I mean, we have some mythical beasts. I think we have one mythical beast, so we don't have enough to play anything, but it's better than nothing, right? Alright, let's open up these legacy tickets. Let's hopefully get something out of here, because that pack was, it goes down as probably one of the worst packs we've ever opened. There was like almost nothing useful. Phantom Dragon, I remember this card vaguely. I don't know if this is good. So this is a free special summon if your opponent special summons a monster, which is essentially inevitable. It will happen. This is essentially a free special summon, especially if you're going second. It might actually be a decent card in our Chaos deck, because like I said, this is pretty much a free special summon. Almost guaranteed. So it really isn't like a terrible card compared to like a lot of the other cards we're playing. Going second, and it really isn't a bad card. Blackwing Strafe, it's a Blackwing card, obviously not really going to be usable for us because we don't have enough Blackwings, and we don't have enough of the good Blackwings. That's what I should be saying. Wild Nature's Release is a cool card that I would have used a long time ago, but obviously not going to work. And then this card is absolutely garbage. It looks cool, but it's garbage because it's 1700 level 5. I don't even know why they bother to print certain cards. I really don't. But this card used to be cool. This is another Invasion of Chaos card that was cool, but it's done now. Alright, we just won the coin flip, and our hand's looking solid. I can't really complain. We're going to normal summon out the Familiar Possessed. That's pretty solid. We're going to activate Defissure. Yeah, we'll leave that here. And now this time, for the first time ever, I'm going to play around the columns. So I'm going to set Solemn Judgment way over here. That way I can Tiamat on either this column or this column for the first time. And it might even be Smart Pendulum Scale over here, so that if I do Iron Dragon, I can pop this and pop an additional card. But I think I'd rather save it for later. But for the first time ever, I've actually played appropriately with the column. So let's hope that works out for us. But overall, this is a nice Floodgate hand. We won the coin flip. Depends on what they're playing. They've got the entire Hero City over there. So I imagine they're probably playing Heroes. And Heroes are a tough matchup for us because typically Heroes, they're going to end phase. Oh, this is looking good, I'll tell you that. Sakuratsu Armor is good. Sakuratsu Armor is good. It's solid. Okay, that's something. Yeah, I don't think we could do anything else other than normal summon this. I think we just normal summon this. I again forgot. God damn it! I gotta remember to put this this freaking Link monster in there. Alright, so I'll just normal summon that and just go to battle phase and see if I can't do some quick damage here. So we're going to attack and attack. Main phase 2, we go into the goat. We go into Time Thief in main phase 2, and then we start taking stuff off the top of their deck and playing with their heart. So we'll put that right here. And yeah, Sakuratsu will probably set way out here. And we'll just pass on this again. Playing Tiamaton properly, Dimensional Fissure properly. We gotta hope they don't draw anything, and that's we basically can win this duel possibly. We just gotta draw the right stuff. And we're gonna activate Time Thief. See what we grab. They're playing, what is it, 60 cards? No, 50 card deck. Okay, interesting. They can, I guess maybe they have an Impermanent hand or a Maxi. I don't know. Stratos. They are playing Heroes. We took a Stratos. I mean, now they don't have a Stratos. Stratos would have been a good summon, actually. And they scoop. Okay, we won that duel. Solid is what our deck was built to do. I'll take it. It's better than winning against Self-DK. Alright, so we got 2 legacy tickets. That last pack was total, like, garbage, so we need something better. This is what our opponent was playing. They were actually playing... I don't like to punish people like this because this person was actually playing, like, a fun hero deck. So maybe I wish I didn't draw the Floodgate hand that I did, because this looks like a fun deck to play against. He's got 3 Neos, he's got the Crosskeeper, he's playing a really fun version of the deck. He's Parallel World Fusion, Oversoul. Like, this guy I actually kind of enjoy his build. He's even got Mirror Force. This would have been fun to play with if I didn't draw the Floodgate hand, but I mean, it happens. What can you do? Okay, so before I forget, I got to put this Artemis the Moon Maiden in there because I keep forgetting, and it definitely deserves to be in there. There it is, Artemis the Moon Maiden. I keep forgetting to put it in. I'm going to take Imduct out for the first time. Because Imduct, the only time we get to summon it is off of the Paleozoic monster that we get to summon back, and it's just very remote. But Artemis we can actually summon more often because we can, we have Witch of the Black Forest. We can just blink it away and search immediately, so that can actually come up. And sometimes Artemis is decent because you could put, you know, maybe a light monster on the field, whatever. It comes up sometimes where it actually comes up more often. Alright, let's open a Master Pack, see if we get anything cool. No holo, it seems, but sometimes they get upgraded without us knowing. We'll see what we get here. A punk card, probably not bad, but we just don't have enough punks to really play. This is a random card. This is a weird card. If the equipped monster battles while in defense position, it gains defense equal to its attack. So it's a good defensive card. It gives you attack, it gives you defense. It's not the worst card in the world, honestly. It's probably pretty decent with the barrier statue. Now that I'm thinking about it, this card's actually pretty... yeah, probably not bad with the barrier statue, honestly. But it gives us 500 attack, or it makes our defense 2000. So it's actually really not even that bad. Something to keep in mind for sure. And then we've got Crush Card Virus. I just casually pulled that in the background. Unfortunately, obviously, Crush Card is completely like... I don't want to say it's power crap, because original Crush Card is really good. But this is one of the cards that they errated, and the errata is so bad. I probably wouldn't even... I wouldn't even dream of playing it. I mean, they can choose 3 monsters and destroy them in their deck, so... giving our opponent the ability, basically mill 3 is just terrible. Another Blackwing card. This, I don't believe... I remember this used to be a super rare and a special edition. Yeah, this isn't going to help us because it's a beast support card. Irao, which is probably not going to work, especially at this stage in the game. Don't have regular Stardust, can't summon that. And then this is a card we already have. So we've been pulling repeats and junk all day today. This Spike Shield is probably the best card that we pulled. I want to say maybe even today. This might literally be the best pull. I'm not even joking. This is probably the best pull of the day. Shocking. So far. Crush Card is obviously phenomenal, but with that print, with the reprint, it's just booty. Okay, let's open up these legacy tickets. Hopefully something good comes out of this, because, like I said, the pulls have been just terrible this episode, but what can you do? You can't have amazing pulls every episode, and usually you have to get a couple of shitty packs, and then you get a good one out of nowhere. This is actually, I remember this is the card on Grass Looks Greener. It actually does have a monster after all. It's a secret rare. It's extremely hard to find. So this card's pretty good if you had a plant deck. We don't have a plant deck, but in a plant deck, that card's actually not that bad. This doesn't really help us all that much. It's just not really that good of a card. It just changes itself to defense. It's 1800 defense. What am I going to do with that? This card can be used for 2 tributes of a water monster. It's not really useful for us. We got a super rare. Fingers crossed. Let's see what it is. Fairy Knight. Okay. Fairy Knight Engunar. Let's see what this is. 3 level 6 monsters. Do I even bother reading this? This could literally say... I haven't read it yet. This could literally say, detach, you win the duel, and I still probably wouldn't be able to play this. Once per turn, you can detach 2 materials from this card. Why does it require 3 monsters? If you have to detach 2, why do you have to detach 2? How do you get... It's so much stupidity. Return all other cards on the field to the hand. Your opponent can activate cards in response to this card's activation. It's actually not even a bad effect. Return all other cards on the field to the hand, and your opponent can't respond. Like, it's actually not that bad of an effect. Now, I will say this, again, why detach 2 when it requires 3 monsters? Why not detach 1? Why not detach 3? Well, who knows? This is just... It honestly is not a bad card, though. Like, in terms of boss monsters for, like, a level 6 deck, I've never read this card. I've never seen this card in my entire life. And I've had level 6 decks before where I'm like, man, the level 6 rank... The rank 6 pool is really, really shallow. This card is legitimately not that bad. Like, it really... I would almost lean it more towards good. Like, I'm actually kind of glad I read this card, because it's really not a bad card. We just don't have a way to summon it. The only deck we have that can summon is the... we have a level 6... We have a control deck that has a lot of level 6s. So we have a it's got like some of the True Dracos. It's got the Cataclysm monsters, which are level 6s. So we've got some level 6s in there, but for the most part, this card is actually kind of decent, but you can't use it. All right, let's see what we got here. We've got a playable hand for sure, but yeah, we've got a playable hand. I guess we just set one of these, and then we set Broken Line down the middle, and then we set Judgment and Threatening. Or this hand it's got 2 counter traps, but it's a weak hand, I'll tell you that. We didn't get a spellcaster. If we had a spellcaster, I'd feel a lot more comfortable because we'd be on a Time Thief right now. But with no spellcaster, okay, we don't need to. We actually will be able to negate that. Broken Line is such a crazy card because it's just like no one ever sees this card coming, and it's just like so crazy. It's just like you could just Broken Line. No, again, no one plays around it. Who in their right mind would play around Broken Line? No one. No one plays around columns anymore. A lot of people that play on Master Duel have never even played Master Duel 4, so they don't even know anything about all of this column foolishness. They don't even know any of that stuff. So for them, this is like great for them. They're like this is whatever for them. They don't even play around columns. They don't play around Mech Knights. They don't play around Tiamatron. They don't play around any of this stuff. So for us, it's actually been very, very good. Now, this is where we make our decision. I don't know what to do here. Ugh, of course. I'm not going to activate Solemn Judgment paying half my life points because I could just activate Threatening Roar now. I was going to do it anyway. He should have done the other thing first, actually. This is his fault. He should have gone Magician's Souls first and then Magician's Rod, because it's not like you can Ash Magician's Souls anyway. Wow. And he's got the 1,000 Knives. Sometimes you just got to play against the Pharaoh. What is this now? He's going to summon Dark Magician Girl, and he's going to set the other one. Alright, we got destroyed. We got destroyed. We have nothing left. That is incredible. And the cards that he's setting are quick effects. Or, I guess he set not the card that I thought he was going to set. He can attack, but it won't do anything. Target a Dark Magician, it gains attack equal to Dark Magician Girls. That's not that good. Photon Thrasher. We can go into a rank 4. We can go into a rank 4. That's the best thing I've got here. I'll keep fighting only because it's Dark Magician, but if he's got like Eternal Soul, we're pretty cooked here. He's not responding to anything, so he probably doesn't have anything. Which is good for us, actually. We can go into Time Thief or Sous Ship. Depends on what he's got back there. Sous Ship, honestly, wouldn't even be that bad, because I can just attack this and pop this, and I don't have to run the risk of like, oh, what if we don't... Because Time Thief is good, but if like we don't get the right stuff, it could be bad. But if we get a trap card, it's good. But if we don't, it's bad. Whereas this is kind of like guaranteed, like it's like a pop and a pop. And yeah, I actually think that it's probably the better play right now. It's guaranteed to pop 2 cards, more so than Time Thief. Time Thief, the good thing about Time Thief is that it does have protection. So we'll attack the Dark Magician Girl, and then we'll activate. And we'll pop Dark Magician. And he doesn't have Eternal Soul or any of the other stuff, so that's good for us. Hopefully he does not have Eternal Soul. Okay, good. And as long as this keeps doing damage, it will be good for us. And now he doesn't have a Spellcaster up, which is also really good. He's going to activate. He drew a Dark Magician. He's so lucky. He drew a Dark Magician, which means he can summon out. But through Magician's Navigation, I swear to you, I don't know how this happens. I swear to you, bad players never freaking brick. They never brick. Sometimes I play these games in Platinum, and I'm just amazed at how these people never brick. What a godly draw. This guy drew the perfect... That's the... You know what's crazy? I think Dark Magician might have been... Yeah, special summon 1 Dark Magician from your hand. That is literally the only card that he could have possibly drawn that would have fixed this terrible game state that he was in. He has a card that buffs Dark Magician. He didn't have Dark Magician. He also had that other card. He had Dark Magician already on the field. So out of 40 cards, the only card he could have possibly drawn was another Dark Magician that would have saved him in that situation. The fucking guy draws it. Some people just amaze me. And now he's got all 3 Dark Magicians in play. I don't even know what to say sometimes. I really don't. Like, what kind of protagonist luck Alright, we lost. Alright, yeah, we lost. We might as well... We lost this one. There's nothing we can do. We can act... That is crazy. We had that one, like, wrapped up, and we lost that one. I'm in shock that he's going to negate that. These people are amazing. He would have negated anything. I'm giving him 400 attack, and he's still negating it. I have nothing else to do. And he can activate Rod now, too, if he wants to. Yeah, this is... I mean, that is just... That was unbelievably unlucky. I really only stayed around to see this animation because I think it looks cool. That was quite something. Alright, we just won the coin flip. The hand is... It's either Time Thief or Barrier Statue. Honestly, more than likely, Barrier Statue probably has a better chance of winning. So if they're playing like Blue Eyes, or they're playing Dark Magician, and they don't draw Rod, we probably can win this. But otherwise, we pretty much... This hand was just... Sometimes I don't get it. I just... You know, it happens, but... Last duel was just bananas. That was like unbelievable levels of unlucky. This is going to start a crazy villain arc for us, because this is like... The things that are going on right now, it's like... That last duel was like... It had to be against the real Pharaoh. I think he made an account. I'm slowly going insane. This is crazy. That last duel, the only card he could have possibly drawn that would have saved him in that situation in a Dark Magician deck was Dark Magician. The guy draws it. Who are these people? I've never seen... These anime players never brick. They can have 12 level 7 and higher monsters in their deck. They don't brick. It's incredible. Oof, and we're out of here. Look at that. Look at that. What a win. We deserved that after that last playing the Pharaoh. He has better things to do. He can go save the world or something. What is he on Master Duel for? Alright, so we've got 4 legacy tickets. God damn. Alright, so this is from when we played the Pharaoh 2 duels ago. This is what I'm talking about. This guy, 51 card deck. He draws a Dark Magician girl. Yeah, look at those garbage he has. And, you know, a lot of people say, don't make fun of their deck lists. Don't do it. I can make fun of their deck list. You can make fun of mine. He can make fun of mine if he wants to. I don't care. Again, the 14 card extra deck, the Mark of the Noob. We've got that, or Anime Duelist, not really a noob. Probably this guy's hyper proficient. He's not even a noob. Mage Power, which, by the way, we can't actually play this card because it's locked in the solo mode. So that card is completely... No way. Magician's Circle. Each player can special summon a spellcaster. That's incredible. That would have actually been good for us. Magic Cylinder. Look at all these junk cards. He drew the perfect card at the perfect situation. And he only plays 1 Magician's Navigation. These people amaze me. Alright, let's check the deck that we just played against. We were playing against FTK. And I love that. I love that we beat them because this deck loses to Barrier Statue. Like a normal summon Barrier Statue actually beats this deck. Because look at all these monsters. This is the strongest monster they have is Pudding Cess. They've got this guy too, but then they can't FTK if they do that. So they probably just had a bunch of low level monsters, and they couldn't do anything about that. That's phenomenal. We beat the FTK. We've been beating this FTK a couple of times, which is awesome. I actually, this is the perfect deck we could have played against. Awesome. We beat them. I don't feel bad because number one, this is an FTK. Number 2, this is a bot. So this is I never feel bad beating them. All right, we got 1 pack. We have to make this count. Please, something good. Something. We need something good. These pulls have been garbage. We'll see what that is. Marincis Battle Ocean, not a bad card, but not for us. Ojama Red, again, not a bad card, not for us. Special summon up to 4 Ojamas from your hand. Not a bad card, just not for us. I mean, if we keep pulling Ojamas, we do have 2 Ojama Yellows, I remember, so... The Ojamas continue, we might play it. Gen X, we can't go a pack without getting some sort of hidden arsenal card. This card is, if I remember correctly, is it bad or good? I don't remember. It's a good card for insects, I remember. If I could play Giant Ballpark, believe me, I would load that into the deck. But this is not really usable for us, but it's not a bad card. Cyber Egg Angel. This searches a Machine Angel spell or a Ritual Sanctuary. It's not a bad card. Just, again, not for us. It's not. I can't even say not for us, because if we pull enough of it, it is for us. Same thing with this. If I pull Giant Ballpark and all the other stuff, this card's actually a good card, but you know we'd have to pull that stuff. Can't summon Master Hero Vapor. We've got either the other part. We have the other part. So we have the one with 1600 attack and 0 defense. We've got that girl. So now we've got this one. During your main phase, tribute 1 fairy monster. I don't really see how this is super usable. I mean, it can make. Yeah, it's not too usable for us. And then hopefully this has been, you know, a usual disaster. Let's hope. I almost want to close my eyes. I'm going to click this and hopefully it's something good. Please. Ghost Bell. Is that our first hand trap? That's pretty good. Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion. It's no, you know, it's no maxi. It's no auto win. It's no broken card that shouldn't exist. But this is a pretty crazy hand trap. I think that goes in the. Nah, does it even go into the deck? You know, we haven't been losing a call by. We haven't been called by the grave once ever. This might, you know, now we're giving our opponent a reason to call by the grave us. That is quite something. It's a good card, but we'll see. All right, let's see what we get out of here. We've got plenty of packs, so I guess we'll have to see what we get here. Let's see. We've got not usable and probably not usable. Not the worst card, but again, not really the best. And it has to inflict battle damage. It's 100 attack. Come on, stop playing. Yeah, he's weak, and he wants you to do all this stuff with him. This don't have more Dawn Turtles. Can't do that effect. Not doing all that sarcophagus garbage. That sarcophagus garbage is just. You have to wait 3 turns to get a monster like 2400 attack. Second copy of that. Beast Soul Swap. I don't even see how that's really usable. That's not. Some of the stuff in the legacy packs really makes you wonder why they print so much pack filler. They should. I've been saying this for years. They should take Yu-Gi-Oh packs and make them 5 cards from now on. Make 4 commons and then 1 of like the holo or the rare or whatever, and then they can reduce the price or not have to, because they've increased the price due to inflation. Recently they've been increasing. It went from $4 to $4.50 per pack to $5 per pack. They should 100% just take out 4 commons and just leave it at $4. That would be great. And then we've got these 2. Clay Charge. I don't have to read. I know it's garbage because I had it as a kid. And this card might be good. I don't know. 2800 attack. Okay, legitimately, this card's actually like kind of good for our pendulum deck. It actually, honestly, is. I don't know if we have 8 scales, but this is actually not a bad card. I'm reading it. I read it like 3 times. It's good. It actually negates all your opponent's cards when it's pendulum summoned. Cool. And then it can you can destroy your own pendulum cards and then gain additional attacks. Not even on monsters, just additional attacks. 2800 attacks. Actually, this card legitimately is not a bad card. Clay Charge is, you know, it's ass. I watched enough of the show. That card's not good. So yeah, that's probably the best card we pulled out of all of this. Okay, let's update some decks. We've got definitely we can put in this into the pendulum deck. Again, that card is actually quite good. There's some of these cards. Yeah, I haven't updated this pendulum certain cards in this, but I forgot I even had Fusilier, right? I forgot I had this card. But the pendulum deck is another one that's kind of like interesting. It's just, you know, we have some of the Sofa Chords. They're not that terrible. We've got the Sofa Core, Big Monster. We've got some decent pendulum stuff, but I don't know if it's enough to actually play pendulums. The best thing that I can think of this deck doing is the best thing that I can think of this deck doing is summoning like a Crusadia Avermax with a barrier statue. Like that is probably the best thing that I can imagine this deck accomplishing. And going second, I don't even know what it could really accomplish. So that's its own. That's its own problem. So we'll save that and worry about it later. Also, this card, like I said, this card's actually quite good. The Fairy Knight, I've never seen or heard of this card, and I've read it today, and I'm like kind of shocked at how good it is. All right, next let's update our main deck. I don't even know what to remove and what to add, because, like I said, Call by the Grave has been a dead card against us right now, completely dead. And by adding Ghost Bell to the deck, it actually becomes suddenly a live card, where our opponent can actually. Am I crazy for not wanting to play Ghost Bell? I don't know. I always want to play new cards because, you know, you want to play new cards. But I'm kind of like, I'm on the fence about playing Ghost Bell at all, if I'm being totally honest with you. It is a level 3 tuner, which is cool. It is not searchable with Witch of the Black Forest. If we had Sangan, it would be searchable, but it's not searchable with Witch of the Black Forest. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of on the fence about playing this. Phantasma is another one that could work its way back into the deck. I think I'll remove one copy of Forbidden Chalice. I think I'll remove it for now. I'll save that, because that's what's screaming out at me. I could always remove Threatening Roar too, but Threatening Roar plus a barrier statue is usually a game on board, so that's usually why I keep it. But honestly, those battle traps don't really do much. So I'll take out Threatening Roar for now. I'll add that back in. Because our deck is kind of going into new direction. Not really away from barrier statues, but going in a more floodgatey direction. This is our first card that we can actually... Also, another card, like I said, Phantasma, which... Phantasma is not, like, a bad card. It's just very specific to certain... I just spelled Phantasma wrong. It's not that. It's very specific to certain... certain formats, and right now might actually be a Phantasma format. So I might take out another battle trap and include Phantasma, because Phantasma is not a bad card. It's good in link formats. The problem is we play against so much Dark Magician and Blue Eyes, and it's so dead in those things. Like, this would have been great in all of, like, if we play against Snake Eyes, this card's good. But let's be honest, we're losing to Snake Eye whether we have Phantasma or not. So I don't even know if that's smart to play. And then we've also got the other hand trap, which is the Maxi cockroach card. I forget what it's called, but it's one of those cockroach cards. We also have, which isn't a bad card. It like can destroy our opponent's, it can destroy our opponent's stuff. I might play that. All right, this is the card that I was talking about, Sneaky C. This is another one that I'm considering removing some stuff, and I'm actually considering playing this card. These are actually all the URs we have. I forgot we even had some of these. We have Title, we have this, we have some decent URs. I haven't looked at these in a while. I'm still dying to play this if I ever pull, you know what. But we have a lot of URs I forgot we even had. Branded Fusion, Mad Random, Sprite Starter, like so many random good cards that we have. I didn't even know we had this. Valiant's World. Some of these I really forgot we had. But yeah, I'm thinking about taking out Sakuratsu Armor temporarily, and I'm going to try the Sneaky C again. I might put these all back in, but, these cards will allow us to go second more often, but we've also got Barrier Statue to protect, so I'm kind of on the fence about this stuff, because Barrier Statue is very good. So I'll save that for now. What did I take out? Sakuratsu, and I took out Threatening, where I put in Ghost Spell, and I put in Sneaky C. I don't think that Phantasma is really... It's decent in today's metagame, but I don't think it would actually be good for us, because we're gonna lose to those link decks regardless. Like Mathmech is gonna beat us whether we have Phantasma or not. Like, Phantasma is not gonna save us from it. So I'll save this stuff for now. We're gonna go try some new cards, have some fun. All right, we just won the coin flip again. We've been on an insane streak of winning the coin flip, like insane. Which I'm comfortable with. I like that. I can summon Tin Goldfish into Barrier Statue, or I can just normal summon Barrier Statue. I think normal summon Barrier Statue is probably lower risk, because then we can't get Max Seed and stuff, so I'll just summon the Barrier Statue. Try to play a little smart, or we can't get Veilered. And they do have the Egg Blue Eyes board, so hopefully they Max Seed like morons. Sometimes you can really see the future. Now we're going to set these two cards, which are both Barrier Statue adjacent cards. Nice to see. It's crazy. I cut 2 Barrier Statue cards, and then I drew Barrier Statue plus 2 Barrier Statue support cards. It's like unreal. It's unreal. So we'll see how this goes. We're on an insane streak of going first. Like, insane streak of winning coin flips, which is kind of crazy. It's playing Blue Eyes. Barrier Statue is amazing against Blue Eyes, because the only thing that they really have to beat it is Lord of D, and that's if they play the Lord of D. We shall see. They're going to send... Oh, never mind. They might be playing some funky build. They sent Absorouter. Never mind. They might not be playing Blue Eyes. They're going to send Absorouter, so they're going to be able to search a monster out. They're probably playing Dragon Link. They're not playing Blue Eyes. I just saw the Dragon Shrine. I assumed it was Blue Eyes. But yeah, they're not playing. They're playing Dragon Link. Because if they used Dragon Shrine, they would have sent the Blue Eyes first, followed by Absorouter. Now, the good thing is here, this monster's not going to stick around. He's going to attack. He should, he should think he could do that. We're going to banish And that's it. Now we have another banish next turn, which is really nice. He doesn't have any fires, which sucks for us, but we have to deal with certain realities in life. He's going to discard to add 2, probably Blue Bellion and all that other stuff. He's going to discard save for it. He's going to add probably... He shouldn't have discarded that, but he does have Blue Eyes. So why in the world did he not send a Blue Eyes off the Dragon Shrine? He's got Blue Eyes. And why would he discard one of his only normal summons that it can get over a barrier statue? Sometimes you just don't understand people. Sometimes I don't. This is the strongest monster we've got in our hand right now, and if it dies, it floats. So we'll go to battle phase and do some quick damage here. Next turn, we do still have another card that we can... Memories of an Adversary, so another normal summon's gone. But we really need to draw something quick. We need to draw something to get some damage on board here, or interruptions or anything else. Yeah, he discarded his only normal summon. Hopefully his only normal summon. But yeah, Dragon Link has a ton of cards that float, so that might not be his only normal summon. Roke is like perfect. Again, this is the kind of draw that we really like, because it will give him some life points back. But actually, is that game out? It's 4,050. I'm willing to give him 500 life points. I'm willing to give him 500 life points. Because we're not going to finish him off this turn regardless. So I'll give him the 500 life points. And it'll give us a free card. It doesn't matter what he gives us. If it's a monster, if it's a spell, if it's a trap, if it's something he thinks sucks, it doesn't matter. This card is literally one of my favorite cards that we've pulled. This is a card I would have never read, would have never cared about. It's one of those things that just shines in a... I don't know what it is either. What is this? It's like... Is that like a cat getting married? I don't know what... This is a card I would have overlooked 100 million times. I would have never... This guy gives us there can only be one. He's playing Dragon Link. You can't make this shit up. Alright, no, I don't want to send my own card to the graveyard. Yeah, that's unreal. That's like, you might as well just give us the Exodia pieces. This guy hands us a there can only be one. He's playing Dragon Link. These people will do anything but brick. It's incredible. I guarantee you his hand was pretty good too. I guarantee you. If we look at his deck afterwards, there's gonna be a bricky, maybe not a bricky mess. This guy seems a little bit more of an intellectual than the previous Dark Magician players and the other lot. But if we look at his deck, it's gonna be questionable. But these people never brick. He had a great hand. He had Dragon Shrine into Abzerrouter, into Tracer. He had Seyfert in his opening hand. Melody, this guy scoops. I don't blame him. Yeah, but we won. That's connection failed. We know what that means. All right, we got 2 legacy tickets. Let's look at our opponent's deck. We've got... I told you it was going to be questionable. I told you. A Maiden, 2 Blue Eyes. Why 2? Nobody knows. Why is Seyaru in here? Why is this in here? How does he summon it? How does he get it into graveyard? What's the relevance of this card in this deck? I don't know. Why is this card here? Daedalus isn't a dragon, it's a sea serpent. Why is this here? This is incredible. This is incredible. It's like you took it. It's like he was going to a tournament. He dropped his deck and it mixed with somebody else's deck, and he picked it back up and he realized 2 rounds later. That's what his deck looks like right now. It's like almost a good deck, and then he just like mixed in a bunch of nonsense. And his extra deck's actually not that bad, other than maybe Thunder and Dragon. It requires 2 level 8 normal monsters. He's only playing 2 of them. If he loses 1, he can't even summon it. But overall, these last few games we're actually doing quite well. We have a win, win, win. This was the Dark Magician loss against the Pharaoh. Can't blame it. And then another win and a win. So we're actually doing fairly well, actually. We're in 4 and we're doing pretty well. All right, let's see what we can do here. We've got a Master Pack. We've got a pretty well-deserved win. I'm telling you, that Fairy Tale monster's been putting in work. I don't think that this card's really that good. Sent to the graveyard as Synchro Material, pay 100 life points, and gain 1,000 on that Synchro monster until the end phase. Not that great. By the way, is that a... It's a tuner. Level 3 tuner. Not the worst card ever. Cool looking card, too. We'll say that. It's a cool... I like Injection Fairy Lily. This is like the Counselor Lily. It's cool. What is this? Kwakimera card. Not going to work. That's a good card. That's a solid card. That's just a good free special summon, essentially. That's a card I play, right? I mean, I'll look at my deck, but that's probably a card that we play. It's a free special summon, and we can add a Kashtira trap card not going to really help. When this card attacks or your opponent activates a monster effect, excavate 5, banish 1 face down, probably not bad. Especially in a floodgate deck, it's really not bad. We've got we have this already? No, we don't. Kendama. Banish a machine, inflict 500. Not bad, honestly, in a machine deck. If this card is in your graveyard and you have no cards, you can special summon this card. Not a bad effect either. It's a level 6 that summons itself back. Possibly Return of the Normal. I remember I had this when exactly one normal monster, when exactly one monster is normal or special summon face up, destroy all monsters on the field with less attack than that monster. It's actually not a bad card. It is a decent, it's a decent trap card, because if our opponent summons like some big monster, we destroy everything. It can be a decent card sometimes. I remember I put it in the deck a couple of times, but it didn't come up, and it was more bricky than good, so I eventually cut it. If this card's sent from hand to graveyard, you can special summon this card. Cannot be used. Synchro material. It doesn't miss timing, and it's an old card, so that is already pretty good. It's probably like a rank 3 fodder. We can use this in our Chaos deck, I guess, but like, what is the purpose of it in the Chaos deck? It just summons itself. We don't really link with that deck. It's a Cosmo deck, but it's something to keep in mind. It's not a bad card, though. It can definitely come up. Constellar. We pull, like I said, we cannot pull a pack without getting a hidden arsenal card. And then we got another cubic card. One day we'll have a cubic deck. One day. Kashtira Ogre is definitely 1,000,000% playable. And this is what I mean. Every time I'm like, sometimes there are rares that are better than supers and ultras. This is what I'm talking about. This is a rare that is actually really good. There are ultra rares that are like Laval ultra rares and like Gen X ultra rares and like cards that we wouldn't even dream of summoning ever, even if we could summon them for free. If we can normal summon some of the Gen X synchro monsters, I still wouldn't summon them. But this I'm probably going to play. All right, let's open up these legacy tickets too. Let's see what we get out of these. Hopefully we get something cool out of these. I'm always optimistic about these. Our polls are turning around the second half of this episode. We're pulling some cool stuff. Not going to work. And I don't think this is going to work. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a floodgate for 1,900 or more attackers, but they summon a monster like 16. They can just attack this stupid turtle. So that's gone. Zombie Tiger is a union monster, I remember, for something, but we don't have probably the monster that goes with it. Sorcerer of the Doomed is a spellcaster. It's level 4 with okay stats. So this can actually work in our normal deck. It's not the worst card in the world. Soul Taker, target one face of monster, destroy a target, your opponent gains 1,000. This is actually not bad removal. We just have better stuff. Lightning Vortex is better. Special Hurricane is better. Like, this is not a bad card. We just legitimately just have better stuff than this. Yeah, definitely this is just not a bad card. Like, I have nothing really negative to say about it. I remember people used to play it back in the day because you could, because it made cards miss timing. Like, if you use this, for example, on a Dupe Frog, it would miss timing because the last thing that happens is the life points being gained. So this used to be a pretty decent card. It makes sense why it's in the Legacy pack. I could definitely possibly use this in certain decks. It's not the worst card ever. It's definitely very usable. Alright, so we're back in this deck. Honestly, like I said, Kashtira Ogre is... Let me arrange this by newest first order obtained. Kashtira Ogre is a good card. Maybe it doesn't mix as well with this deck as it does with other decks. But it definitely is a usable card. I just don't know what to cut, if I'm being totally honest with you. I'm even thinking about cutting the Sneaky Sea. I'm really thinking about just cutting all of the battle protection stuff. But the problem is if we cut too much of it, then we have nothing to protect our barrier statue. We just lose. Lightning Vortex, Special Hurricane's another card that I've been thinking about including. I've been thinking about playing more hand traps, more going second cards. Our deck is mostly a going first deck, but sometimes we have to go second. But in reality, we don't have what it takes to compete going second with some of these decks. Honestly, I'm thinking about cutting Arborea, because if I cut Arborea, but then I have to like basically cut this dude if I cut Arborea. But then again, I could just Ghost Spell into this dude. Arborea is definitely a card that I'm considering cutting, even though it's good for... I don't know, because Arborea is kind of good for Mech Knight Crusade Avermax. He gets a ton of protection. I like the Floodgates we're playing. I like a lot of the stuff that we're playing. I don't even know what to cut, because there's so much good stuff. I'm thinking about just maybe cutting a familiar possessed monster of some kind. And then just playing the Kashtira Ogre, because we do have a decent amount of level 4s. So let's include that Kashtira Ogre, just because he's decent going second. Then maybe we can cut one of these level 4s. Let me think for a little bit. Honestly, this wouldn't even be a bad card to cut, even though I just added it and I want to try it. I'll cut a copy of line of temporarily. I'll cut her and then I'll include her. I remember all the cards that I cut, so I'll cut her temporarily. We still have a lot of spellcasters, so our numbers aren't that bad, and we have a lot of free level 4 special summons and stuff, but that card's pretty good. Kashtira Ogre is definitely a pretty solid card. And it's good with all the floodgates because it's like 2800 essentially free special summons, so that's pretty cool. Alright, we lost the coin flip. Our streak of winning coin flips is finally over. And this is actually the deciding game between Platinum 4 and Platinum 3, so we'll have to see what they're playing. We gained 1,000. We're already winning. I mean, we're winning already. That's good. They're gonna. I think we're playing against FTK, but we have Forbidden Chalice. I think we're playing against FTK. I think so. Yeah, it is the FTK, but we have Forbidden Chalice, which is literally out. Okay, beautiful. So now we just have to watch his combo, and I forget which card it is that we have to negate. But there's some card we have to negate. I gotta see. Is it the Numeron? We don't negate Numeron Dragon. I think we negate the other dude. Let me just read this, but I think we actually could win this duel because we have the Forbidden Chalice. Yeah, my opponent's going off here. There's something that we can negate. I just got to figure out which one it is. It might be actually the Numeron Dragon that I negate. Let me see this dude. Alright, so we're going to summon Numeron Dragon. Yeah, he's going to end phase. I believe it's Numeron Dragon that we negate. So I have the chaining on. We have the Forbidden Chalice. I believe it is Numeron Dragon that we negate, because that will make it, I believe I have negated Numeron Dragon. Yeah, I've impermed Numeron Dragon in the past, because it detached from material. This card gains attack equal to the combined ranks of all Exceed monsters currently on the field until the end phase of your opponent's turn. Yeah, I believe if I chain this, I will prevent us from taking a lot of damage. So he's going to trap trick, that's fine. And then he's going to set the trap card, the destruction, and yeah, I want him to activate that so he can negate it. And now we're going to chain the Forbidden Chalice on the Numeron Dragon. He's going to quick effect the Utopia. Hopefully I did the right card here, hopefully. I also could have just negated the one that makes us gain light, like the one that the other card. I could have just done that card. I guess we'll learn for next time. So with Forbidden Chalice, that goes to 0. Perfect. And then he gains 400, and we get burned for 400, I guess. That's fine. That's fine, because he gave us some life points anyway. Now we can take the chaining off, and we can just play a grind game with them. So we're going to normal summon this out, activate the effect. And we survived. That's phenomenal. We survived. Summon out this. Go into probably Suship to pop this, right? Does this have any special protection? He can actually make our monster go to 0, which I didn't know that. I didn't know this card had other effects other than the effects that it has. I do want to destroy this card really badly, because then they probably only play one of it. But then we've got all this other stuff, so we're good. We're actually good. So we're going to go into Time Thief, because it's the smartest thing to go into right now. Like I said, we have other stuff. We have other interruptions, so we don't really have to stress about it. There can only be one. We have the Ledger Book, and we have Crackdown. We've been absolutely bullying this freaking, this FTK today. Like, we've really been bullying them pretty badly. I'm not going to attack, because he can make my monsters 0. Yeah, when your opponent, yeah, he can make our attack 0, so I would just be a moron to attack. So we just go to end phase, and the next turn we can just steal this card with Crackdown. Plus, this card has no materials anyway. It's 3,000 with nothing on it, so we're good to go right now. We're good to go. And he doesn't have Numeron Dragon any longer. Numeron Dragon is totally gone. Standby phase, we're going to activate Time Thief, grab a card. He's got all kinds of things. He's got a trap card. Beautiful. We can put one of these back on in the extra deck, but I don't even know if that'd be smart. Probably don't want to put this in the extra deck, because they're going to scoop. They're going to scoop. That's phenomenal. That was the game that we needed to rank up, which is great. So now we're back into Platinum 3 again. Platinum 3 seems to be the new area that we're stuck in, which is good because it's progress. I can't complain, because before we were stuck in Platinum 4, now we're stuck in Platinum 3, which, again, it means we're moving up in this entire thing. Platinum 2, and then eventually Platinum 1, and hopefully one day Diamond, which is tough to get to, but we got 2 legacy tickets, and we really that was a satisfying game, I'll say that. Alright, let's open up this pack. It's glowing. It's already glowing. That's nice. Alright, it's already glowing. Let's see what we've got. Delta Hurricane's cool if we pull it off, but we won't. More Ojama stuff. Gate Blocker's not a bad card. Negate the effects of all field spells. Then they can't place counters on cards, and then your opponent cannot target other monsters with card effects. I mean, everything about this card is just very, very specific and remote. Against certain decks, this card is probably outrageous. It's a rock, right? So we can summon it for free off of Adamancipator. We only have one Adamancipator. If we had more, I'd play him, maybe. This card's not that good. We already read it. Final, we already read that. Defender of Nephthys, already have that. Already have that. Already have that. This is insane. Look at this streak. And there's no holo. Alright, and then we've got the Dragoonity Senatus. So the only two cards that are new are these two, and then we have all of these cards already, and they've already been determined not to be good enough. And of course, we've got at least some level of repeats. Alright, let's see these legacy tickets. We've got to get something good out of these. We've got... Let's open them. Let's see. Hopefully we get something good. That last pack tricked us, but whatever. It's not the end of the world. 0 extra link. This card is really underwhelming. Like, outrageous. Like, you would never think that this card was printed recently with how underwhelming it is. This is just... I don't know what that is, like a lobster bug? I don't know what it is really. It's a crab that binds its enemies with sticky web and attacks with sharp claws. It's a weird looking card. I don't know. I've never seen it. It's got to be Japanese exclusive. I haven't seen it. It's either Japanese exclusive or Speed Duels. Lucky Cloud. It's actually not that bad, honestly, but it's cloudy in card, so it is that bad. Solar Flare Dragon's cool. I used to play this card a long time ago. If you control another Pyro monster, this card cannot be attacked. So if you can get 2 of them onto the board, imagine we get 2 of these and a barrier statue on board, it's over. And every end phase it inflicts 500. I actually do like this card, but there's not enough Pyro support. Well, there's Snake Eye, so I guess there is enough Pyro support to maybe make this playable. But it's a card that I think looks cool. This is what Pyros look like to me in my mind. But unfortunately, I don't even want to say it's not playable. Like, it's actually a decent card. It's a level 4 that can inflict 500. That works with our barrier statue, so it's not the worst card in the world. La 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 la.